Okay, I wanted to give like a full throttle introduction to explain what this is. So, if you're watching this in premiere mode, which means so right before this starts, the video I'm about to show you how I made just premiered. It just ended. It was like 4 minutes, I think. But now you're gonna watch me explain how I made it. So this isn't like a documentary where I go like um beginning, middle, end, how I started, how I wrote it, exactly how I wrote it, how exactly I did this. I could possibly, I think it'd be a cool idea to do that later. And I don't know, but this is just me explaining how I'm working on this specific one, and I'll just explain while I'm working on it. But anyway, enjoy the video. That's exactly what this is, and that's why I'm uploading it exactly right after. That's also why it's premiering right after. So yeah. Okay, so I'm recording this on the camera I recorded Kaiju Island with, and I asked if you guys wanted to see a tutorial on how I make my my battle videos, and Kanye, I'm gonna try and pronounce his name. He said he really wanted to see one, so I'm just gonna make it like as in this one. I'm gonna co-release it with the Kiryu Goji versus Legendary Goji video. So I'm gonna tell you guys how I kind of come up with it and how I kind of do. I'm gonna do it step by step, and I might do a couple takes, but I'm gonna also show you guys my editing process. So first up, you always have to come with an idea. Now, within the Godzilla battle community, there's a whole bunch of different styles you can do, especially with the introduction of Godzilla guy. There is battle videos, which is just one kaiju versus another. It doesn't have to be from the same franchise or anything, but sometimes it'd be able to experiment, such as making two different Gojis fight each other. So what I do is I record an intro, basically explaining what this week's video is going to be about, and the basic rules I'm going to be following. Then I go over the kaiju stats. So for Legendary, I did him first. I explained his atomic breath and all that stuff, and I get all my my information from Wikizilla. They're pretty accurate, and you can select what different kind of kaiju you want to look at, specific areas, and you can go into their abilities and find all their separate abilities. After you write it, you can obviously record your lines. Now, for me personally, since I use computer, I use Audacity because it's pretty accurate and pretty well made. So basically, you just click those record button, you say our stuff, and it's okay to have pretty messed up takes. Within the outro, I messed up a lot because I know I can just fix editing process. Now, for me personally, I like to use Filmora just because it has some pretty cool title cards, and it's able to make some pretty easy ways. For my music, for like the backgrounds, I'm currently experimenting with Queer Kaiju, and he basically makes synth, non-copyrightable soundtracks. So basically what I do is I take this, I right click detach audio, delete the video part, and I take this, take it under the intro and lower it down. So here's what it feels. Obviously it isn't. Here, I'll switch it so you guys can hear it. I'm gonna replace the music with the background. Now, if you are really gonna try and edit this a lot, I'd recommend getting an idle image for when you're not showing footage, as getting footage is the hardest part, and it's gonna get you. Now, if you're a laptop or computer, I recommend using that as a way to make your videos. Or you can do like Godzilla guy. He basically just downloads clips from it from this like Reddit thing. I don't know how he does it, but for me, since I use PC, I just go here and I type in here Kiryu Godzilla, type in that, and then what I do is I'll take the link. I'll go up here, take the link from it, and I use this app, Lip Grab, where you put in the link and it will download the entire video. So like none of this play anything or anything. What I do is I just take that and do some editing. But I don't know, it's kind of sketchy. I have a lot of virus on my computer because of random apps I've downloaded. But if you're willing to go this far, I recommend. Now we're gonna do titles. How are you supposed to title your videos? How you think you should do it? And I want to use my channel example. So for instance, for the Heisei Godzilla versus Gamera, I wanted the video to do well, so I used Godzilla as the first character in the title, because you know it's Godzilla. So Heisei Godzilla versus Heisei Gamera. And then I put two dots. Who would win? Question I'm trying to answer. This is also a cool video I did. You can't see it, but it says Destroy All Monsters versus Final Wars. Who would win? And then my last battle video I did. Can Ultraman and Kaiju number 8 survive the Monsterverse? So that's how you would do your titles. But now it's time to get into the thumbnail. Now there's two main ways you can do your thumbnails. One is taking some like editing thing and just splashing a whole bunch of kaiju that you're going to use, fire, buildings, and make it something like that. But what I like to do is I like to have ability, it makes the thumbnail stand out more. And of course, this is inspired by Godzilla guy. But I have my own personal artist. His name's Kaiju King. He wanted to do this thumbnail, so I said he could. And then he ended up doing some stop motions with me. And then he ended up making the rest of them. So now I just contact him every time I want a thumbnail made, because he's willing to do it. He made this one too. And of course, I don't just tell him, hey, can you make this thumbnail? And then he ends up doing it here. But usually I take the thumbnails and I kind of mess. So for instance, for this one, I took it and I brightened it up to make it stand out more, and I kind of shifted it around because it wasn't the exact same resolution. There is a building flying up there, but for this one it said Gamera, but it had an extra A in between the E and the R. So I just edited that out and it did very well, and of course I brightened it to make it look better. This one I positioned Kaiju number 8 and Ultraman, and also I conversated with him about changing the thumbnail a little bit. And here is one from an old video that I wasn't gonna do. And as you can see, it's kind of mid, to be honest. Godzilla kind of looks weird. This one was kind of rushed because this was for G-Fest. But this isn't what his original looked like, because I took the file of these two, sized it up, took Mechagodzilla, destroyed it there from a totally different project. Like it's from the same thumbnail, or it was supposed to be, but it's from earlier versions of it. So I just stitched it all together, added some fire, and this is what the thumbnail was. Yeah. But now I'm gonna record me editing. That's gonna look really fast for you, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, my thing's going bad, but I'm basically finished editing. I just need to add some music and stuff. I want to fast forward a little bit. But anyway, so that's how I basically just make a episode of this. But basically, I just threw around some footage, added some music, and cut it up a little bit. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and hope you guys enjoyed the Kiryu versus Monster vs. Godzilla video. It's a little bit shorter, but yeah. Anyway. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.